Hey, so this is a very common question that I know maybe you, maybe someone in your circle may actually ask themselves. And I actually made a short in regards to this video, but I wanted to extend a little bit more so that you have a clear answer. And the question is, can binary options make you rich? And we're actually going to extend in this little video, but I really want you to pay attention to the actual thinking that I want to make sure you avoid starting off today. So stay up until the end of this video. Hi everyone, this is Christian here on YouTube and welcome to a brand new video for the channel. Today, we're going to answer the question if binary options can actually make you rich. And we're going to pretty much get into detail as to how you can achieve whatever is it that you're looking for with the binary options niche. But hey, if you're new to my channel and you're into binary options, forex trading, crypto trading, or any type of making money online, then this channel is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and activate the notifications bell icon so that you get a notification of every new video that I upload. With that being said, let's jump into and rich is in Forbes maybe, or in some other magazines. I remember reading this in one book from Robert Kiyosaki where he says that rich was considered someone that made at least $200,000 a year or $300,000 a year as a couple or as a family. Obviously, that was written in the 80s and 90s, the law. But nowadays, it's probably something a little bit bigger than it used to be. I don't know, maybe 500 grand or something like that. But that is what Forbes says. Now, what is rich to you? Because rich, in my opinion, is a definition of what is it that makes you feel rich. Let me give you an example. I have, probably around 8 years in this business or in business in general. And before that, I used to work at a call center. Well, I worked at several call centers and I met a lot of people. And back then, I remember that to me, making $3,000 a month, I was making around 800 or maybe at the most 1,000 was the highest that I was able to get as a call center agent. And I was a training manager. But making $3,000 a month to me was way more than enough to have a rich life. What I meant was, hey, maybe I can buy myself the shoes that I wanted. Hey, maybe I can buy the cell phone that I wanted. Hey, maybe I can go out for drinks or go out for dinner, 2 times in a week, which was insanely hard back then. So when I started doing my own business and I started to make $5,000, $10,000 a month, trust me, $2,000, $3,000 a month was nothing. So I didn't feel rich with $3,000. Nowadays, I make over 100 grand a month. If I make less than that, I feel like I'm getting broke, like I'm going bankruptcy or something like that. Okay. So my point here is that rich might mean something different to you than to somebody else. And rich is a mentality as to how much money you need or how much money you want to have in order for you to feel confident that you're not going to struggle financially for the next few months, few days, few years. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So make sure that you define your own rich amount, which means do you need to make $10,000 a month to be rich? Do you need to make $50,000 a month to be rich? Or do you want to make 100 grand a month to be rich? But trust me, this definition of rich will be changing as long as you keep on increasing your income amount. So hopefully that makes sense. Now let's go ahead and talk about how binary options work when it comes to becoming rich or achieving that financially that financial freedom that you're actually targeting. Binary options is a way of trading where you actually bet against a system or against a broker as to where the direction of a certain asset is going. So if I say, hey, the price of euro against the US dollar is going to drop in the next 10 minutes and I win, I make some profit. If I lose, the broker makes the money. That's the way it is. So you're betting against the system. Some people call it gambling. Trust me, it's people that they don't know what they're doing. And yeah, in their eyes, it is gambling because they don't know a strategy. They don't know what they're doing. So once you actually understand what binary options are, how can they help you achieve your target? Binary options, and I actually mentioned this in the short, binary options is a crazily, I would say, simple way to make fast money because it is. Simple doesn't mean easy, but in just 30 minutes, you can turn 100 into $1,000. Is it doable? Yes. You're risking a lot? Yes. You're risking pretty much everything if you want to make those $1,000, but it is possible. Something that is not possible with Forex trading. Why is that? Because with Forex trading, you have a margin call. You have a leverage that you need to respect. So if you have a 1,000 or let's say $100 into your Forex account, you cannot risk the $100. Your trades will automatically be closed as long as you get the margin call. Okay. But with binary, I got right here $22,000 in my broker account right now. I can invest all of it in one trade. And if I win it at the end of the 10 minutes, let's say, for instance, then I will make around 40 grand. My balance will be 40 grand. I will make like $18,000. That's something that is not doable when it comes to binary or stock, Forex and stock trading. Does that make sense? So binary options is a way to make fastest income or fastest profits based on your investment. Obviously, in order to do that, you need a strategy, you need a technique, you need to know certain things, and more importantly, you need to risk, okay? Binary is the highest risk niche in the investment industry, okay? Get that in your mind. So yes, it's very risky, but it's got this type of potential. Now, what's the biggest risk when it comes to binary options? Like I said, with Forex, you can risk a certain lot size, but if you're risking all of your money in one trade, in one lot, in one trade, the system will not allow it to you. It will tell you, hey, you put in too many lots. It's impossible. With binary, you can put all your money in, but there's two things that make a huge difference when it comes to Forex and binary. Number one is that with Forex, your profit, it could be more than with binary. Why? With binary, you have a fixed payout. If the trade is, or the pair is giving you an 80% payout and you invest $100 all in, if you win it, you make $80. That's it. You cannot make more than that. And if you lose it all. When it comes to Forex, you can risk $100, but you can make $800 or $1,000 in that position. Literally, I have one trade right here that is 18 times what I risked, which means if you invested $1,000, you are at $18,000 in profit. So that's the first difference, okay? The profitability is limited on each trade when it comes to binary options. And number two is that at the moment that you know that you can risk it all, you can lose it all. Okay, with Forex, you will have that certain control from the broker, not allowing you, to trade more than what the system is telling you. But in the end, it's a pro and it's a con at the same time. Because in binary, if you risk all, you lose all. That's it. With Forex, you still have someone controlling yourself from it. Okay, so that's the biggest risk that you can risk. You can lose it all at once. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the potential profits that you can have in binary options. When you're trading binary options, I always recommend you never to trade more than 2%, or even if you're going to risk a lot, no more than 5% in every single trade. So with binary options trading, if you actually place a position for $100, that means that you're going to make $80 per every one position, right? If you pretty much make 5 positions and you win 4, that means that you're gonna make 4 times $80. That's $320. And you're gonna deduct the lost trade that you had, which is minus $100. That basically means that in 5 positions, you can make $220, right? If you're trading with $100, that basically means that you have a $2,000 balance, right? If you do that 5 times a week, at the end of the week, you had $2,000 in your account, and now you made a profit of $1,100, which means that your total balance now is $3,100, okay? Now, if you continue like that, 1,100 4 times a month, which is 4 weeks, that's $4,400. If you did not increase your trading amount, now your balance is $6,400. Does that make sense? $4,400 a month times 12 in 1 year, you got 53 grand. If that makes you rich, now you're rich. And you're only trading with $100 positions. Now, a lot of you have seen me make over $1,000 positions in my broker account. As a matter of fact, last year, I made withdrawals for over $100,000 in my broker account with Pocket Option. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. Was it easy? Nah, it's not easy, all right? There's a lot of risk, emotions. You need to have a lot of knowledge. You need to have a lot of practice, and you need to master a certain strategy. But these are the potential profits that you have in binary. With Forex, you don't aim for that amount of money. You may aim for a certain percentage, which means if you have a $1,000 account, 3, 4, 5% a month is good. So that means that if you have 100 grand, you make like $5,000 a month in a great month. Okay, so the potential in profits when it comes to binary against Forex, binary beats the hell out of Forex. But again, we go to the previous step, there's a huge risk behind it. Now, here's a key point that I want to mention if in case you're targeting to become rich by trading binary options, and that is the continuous profits. I've seen a lot of people trading with binary options. They place, I don't know, 10 positions. They make tons of money within a week. Let's say they make $1,000 and they had a $1,000 account as well. So they doubled up their account and they go and withdraw the first $1,000. That is not continuing your profit. All right. And we're going to talk about compounding in just a little bit. But the problem with this is that you don't actually continue to making the same or increase your amount of profits. Okay. What you do is that you pretty much, it's like a day job that you have, and you pretty much charging a paycheck from your account. And that's not what I want you to do. And here's the key point. It's really hard to have continuous profit with binary options. Why? Because you're going to have 1 month that you're going to, or 1 week that you're going to make money, one that you're going to lose money, one that you're going to make money. But the point is to actually make tons of more money on the weeks that you actually end up making money. Does that make sense? Which takes me to the next point. When we are actually compounding a certain amount of money, let's say that you start with $1,000, right? And you're able to take at least a, let's say a 10% day weekly, which is not really that hard to get. And that basically means that for 1 year, let's see if I did it right. Yes. In 1 year, you started with $1,000 as your investment for the week. In 1 year, your actual value of your account should be around $75,000, 10% every week. It's not that bad at all, is it? Now we're talking about 1 year. If you're able to make 25% a week, which is also doable, don't believe those that, no, it's not. Yeah, in binary, it's doable. The only thing is that's riskier. We probably already understood that. By the end of the year with $1,000, you should be like around $6 million. Why is it that this doesn't happen? There's 2 reasons why this cannot happen with binary. Number 1, people don't compound. They withdraw all the time. And number 2, it's really risky to have a bigger balance in your broker. Why is that? Because binary brokers lose money when you make money. Okay, I already explained that in many other videos. So they're not going to be happy when you try to withdraw that much money. So what you do is that you withdraw pretty much periodically a certain amount of your money. So if you start with a $1,000 account, let's say that you want to compound for 3 months, then in 3 months, you're going to have around $9,000, $8,000 in profits. Go ahead. Go ahead and withdraw some, $5,000, $5,000. So now you only have $4,000 in your account. Fine. You continue with the exact same 25%. In 3 more months, you have $36,000 in your account. Fine. Withdraw $20,000 and now you have $16,000 in your account. Now, what I would do with this amount of money is to compound every 2 months only. That makes me $69,000, which is pretty much where my account is usually every 3 months. So then you can start withdrawing 25, 50 grand, and then you start with, let's say, $25,000 and just do it for 1 month. And every month you're gonna have $25,000 a month. That makes you what? 25 is like 200. It's like $300,000 a year or something like that. Okay, that's the power of compounding your profits. Now, when you withdraw like really fast, let's say that you start with $1,000 and you withdraw every month. So at the end of the month, you got another $1,000 in profit. You withdraw that. Awesome. You're playing with the house's money. And then you make another $1,000, then you withdraw. And at the end of the year, you made $12,000. That's not going to make you rich. If you compound it all the way up until you're at least at $10,000, that means that still you're going to make around $10,000 a month. That makes you over 100 grand a year. Does that make sense? So compounding versus withdrawing is a very important topic depending on what your targets are when it comes to binary options. So I really hope that this is making sense to you. Now, this brings me to the last topic and something that many people don't plan because they don't think they're going to get there is what do you do with your profits? What do you do when you already made the 50 grand or whatever? You reinvest it in binary options? No, don't invest it in binary option one more time. Then I'm going to jump to Forex. No. What is the safest investment that you can make? It's something that every rich person actually invests in. Put it in the comments if you know the answer before I answer it myself. Pause it, put it in the comments, and then come back and see if you got the right answer. You ready? Real estate. Invest it on real estate. Hey, I want to invest it all in Bitcoin. I'm not saying don't invest in Bitcoin, but don't invest it all. Put part of it, 50-50 if you want to. 50% in Bitcoin. I'm a huge Bitcoin bull, and I have a lot of Bitcoin stacked in there holding. But 50-50. Invest in real estate. I also invest in real estate. What's the safest investment that you're going to have in your life? It's real estate. Obviously, not all real estate deals are good, but that's a whole different education. But when you have the profits invested in real estate, that's the only way to keep your money as safe as possible. Don't put it in the bank. It's just going to lose value. So put it into real estate. And now you will become even richer for the next few years. So here's the conclusion, people. For those of you who had this question, can binary option make you rich? The answer is yes, it can make you rich, but you need to follow all of the steps that I mentioned in this specific video so you fully understand how is it that you can be rich. People will tell you, nah, it's never going to make you rich. Yeah, if you're expecting to become a millionaire in a broker account, but if you're really smart about your money, you compound, withdraw, compound and withdraw and reinvest in real estate. Trust me, in a few years, you're going to be financially free. Probably the way I am or even better. So yes, you can. You just need to follow these steps and be careful and you'll be good to go. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. And if you did, smash the like button to support this YouTube channel. But more importantly, if you have any questions or comments to share, you can always use the comment section below and I'll be happy to take a look at the comments and maybe answer a few. So thank you very much for watching this video and I'll see you on the next one.